college football. It's the Clemson Tigers and the LSU Tigers. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Thank you, guys. I have checked in with the Tigers head coach here pregame. Even though their opponent today is not ranked in the top 25, Coach has been warning his players all week. Do not overlook anyone. We have to be the best version of ourselves today. I'll keep you posted on how it's going at halftime. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. They'll start on the ground with Durham. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22. Let's talk for a minute about LSU. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to Caden Durham. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
To the air, it's Blevin. It's complete to the left. Still on his feet at the 45. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Quarterback making checks. Looking for room. It's Berry. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Makes the grab. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. You've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And they said to us in the meetings leading up to this football game, really wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, run the football. First drive, this is exactly what they're doing. They're getting what they want. This defense has to get better at the point of attack.
They go to the ground. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Tigers. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. And the PAT makes it 7-0. An 84-yard drive there, and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he's going to bring it out. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Tigers offense takes the field for the first time in this game. We get a look at the guy the quarterback will be looking for, TJ Moore. Every time he gets a chance to make a play, the entire stadium holds its breath.
And there was times during the week when we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week, and we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the team coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to do a really good job in this one communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety playing deep, because you know this guy is going to get his opportunities deep down the field.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. It's complete to the right. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down. Clemson will send the punt team out. He'll try to really get into this one. No fair catches here, looking for room. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Berry. Breaks into the open. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Man, he's already got 43 yards on the ground, and they wanted to have an identity as a running team, and he's giving them that in the season opener. That chunk play has them in business, set up with a 1st down in the red zone. In the red area, it's Berry. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
I bet this coaching staff is jacked up to get this offense firing so fast early in the season, on point. A lot of times it takes time to build the rhythm. It takes time to get it rolling. This offense starting the season off with a bang.
Out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Looking to fire. Rushes on him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pitting their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That falls incomplete. They had the screen all set up, and he couldn't hang on to the ball. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Hit the sweet spot on that one, and that'll kick you out of trouble. He's got great speed. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Dropping back, it's Levin. Wilson's got it. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Line gets set, 1st down. Wants to throw it again. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Well, will they dial up on 2nd, and a long way to go. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7.
Well, the offense has looked good up to this point, but you love seeing that out of your quarterback. On a critical third down, he's able to decipher the coverage, find his best matchup. It's an accurate throw. They get a massive gain, and now here they are.
Makes a catch. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. 2nd and goal coming up. Looking to fire. Now improvising. Fires into the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete. Big play for both of these teams early in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And he will score! Touchdown, Tigers! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. So that drive didn't have to cover a lot of ground, going 47 yards. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Well, this offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, chipping, going empty, and getting the ball out quickly, but it's not working. They're just losing the one-on-one battles up front, and in the second half looking forward, I don't know if they're going to be able to fix it.
Takes a hit as he fires. Hauls it in. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. The Tigers, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Got enough for the first. At the 45, on his way. He's got 43 yards rushing in the early going, and he is making an impact in the first game of the season. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Both teams wanted to run the football. Let's take a look at the numbers for these two guys so far. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Will not get close. Tackled at the 28-yard line. It's 4th down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Oh, it's blocked. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He's got it. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Holly Rowe has an update.
Here on the Tigers sideline, I can tell you this crowd has played a factor early in this game. On the road, in a hostile environment, they have not been able to get going in this game. They have failed to score, not productive on their early drives, and they are talking about how the crowd noise is impacting them. I see them talk to each other, trying to tighten things up at the line of scrimmage. This is a factor. This crowd is making a big difference here so far. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Blasted as he lets it go.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got his man across the middle. First catch of the season for this highly talented wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that. The Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? He's going for it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Makes the grab on the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Clemson will send the punt team out. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. On the run, it's Berry. Turning it on. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU!
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Heaves it on the run. He's got it along the sideline. That's his first catch of the season, and they believe he is a freshman who can contribute a lot early. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. With the catch, it's Haynes. Guys, let's chat a little bit about Clemson. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
And you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and then they'll get themselves into those rankings.
And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And remember, he's already had one blocked in this game. It is good.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Hey guys, down here on the LSU sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Catch in the middle. It's Brown. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. To the air. It's Levitt. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5.
Tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively, kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on 1st down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
Makes the catch at the 20. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. After ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 13. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Hauls it in. And he'll be brought down, and he has them set up with a 1st and goal as we've reached the 2-minute timeout. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Clemson.
Man, you just know that offense, they needed that touchdown to try to build some momentum. Hasn't really been going great early in this game, but a nice job being physical at the point of attack and pay it off with the score. And maybe that's just the play they needed to turn this thing around.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Handoff, Caden Durham. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
And how about stubbornness being rewarded for this offense? Like, they give it to him, and sometimes that will deter people when you hand it to him and he doesn't get a good gain. But, nah, stick right to it. Give him the ball again. Nice job getting the play. Nice job by this offense staying stubborn with the running game.
Here's a little room there. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They're going to ride this running back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Timeout called by LSU. That's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Back to throw, it's Levitt. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Now the Tigers will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
And it's so fun to have that trump card, right? Like it's almost like playing a video game with this guy. When you got a big tight end that can make plays, that gets open, that feels those soft spots in the zones, 3rd downs, money downs, the tight end is always open.
Touchdown Tigers! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And he puts through the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. The give on the counter. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with Stanford taking on the number 16, the Miami Hurricanes.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
Hey guys, checking in with the Tigers head coach. They are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Holly. They'll give it to him again. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
That's reeled in. It's Brown. There he goes. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. They'll run play action. He's got it on the run. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Under fire. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to get it through the air. Pressure coming. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Well, the offense has made it known on this drive. They're trying to throw the football. They're going to let this quarterback go to work. The defense does a great job winning up front. They get the sack to try to slow this momentum down.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. Had to settle for the field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And the returner will be brought down. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back.
Finding some room. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get concerned, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more?
Makes the catch, and he's free. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Looking to pass. It's Levin. Slings it. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
The linebacker's showing off a little bit of athletic ability, playing some man coverage. A lot of times those guys don't play this all the time, so you see them kind of get nervous and a lot of times get that pass interference or get a little bit handsy. Really nice job seeing the football, breaking on it, and swatting it to the ground.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Soft spot in the middle. Breaks into the open. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They've got the screen set up, and that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. Off play action. Got a man. It's Green. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. You know, we joked that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones or they get good matchups. And, man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
4th down and inches, and you go read any book you want to, any analytical measure, and it will tell you, go for it. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive lineman can put him.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on 1st down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a 2nd down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable 3rd down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down and distance in this game.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Snagged out of the air. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the 1st down. We're keeping the football on the ball carrier.
Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. LSU lining up 1st and goal. To the air, it's Levitt. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
And it's been more of the same in the 2nd half for this offense, doing whatever they wanted. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game 1, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Turning it on. Still on his feet. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. The transfer has it his first carry. There's some room. He's brought down the 1, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone. Field.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the 2nd half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Not a particularly long kick. Oh, they blocked the kick. That's a live ball. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Tigers. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. If these guys guys wanted to make a statement. Statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Caught, and he's got room. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Defense in press coverage. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to fire on second down. Finds his man. It's Johnson. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. They've gotten off to a great start with a season-opening victory. Let's take a look at what's on the schedule for next week. We open the final period with a third down play. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left.
Really nice time to go RPO there by the offense. Third and short. You might run the football. You got to fake that, certainly, and it freezes the defense just a split second enough for the QB to spit that thing out to the perimeter to make the catch and get the first down.
Dropping back, it's Denson. Here's a heat. Zings it complete to the right. He is delivering the blow while running the ball, and he gets it to the 39. At the end of that play, whistle's blowing as they check on an injured Tiger. And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Takes a handoff. It's Davidson. He just carries it face long. A brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on third and short. Looking to throw for it. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Clemson!
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Makes a move. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, LSU.
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field, and this kind of win week 1 sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rose.
Guys, here on the Clemson sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I could see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Running inside, it's Davidson.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Could be an alley. Past the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tigers!
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know, next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Here on the Tigers sideline, their tight end has been a brilliant target here today. Over 100 yards receiving already in this game, and I expect them to keep him in and keep going to this big target. As you know, the tight ends never get the glory, and this guy is on fire today. Let's see if they continue to feed him the rock. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Caden Durham again, and it's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to call.
Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. He fires a bullet to the right. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, the defense hasn't been able to...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, looking for the completion. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Durham. He now has 79 yards on the day, and the defense has been getting a steady diet of this dude on opening day. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Pulls it in, it's Wilson. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Looking to throw, it's Levin. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. On the run, it's Davidson. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. On the option. Keeps it on the option. Still on his feet at the 40. Maybe some room here. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it. After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. Trying play action. Oh, they're after him. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. They got the sack, but there is a man down on the play. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. And it's a sack.
Another sack. This quarterback group, not this quarterback, this one, because you're already on quarterback number 2, taking a lot of hits today. Got to keep these guys upright, got to protect them. This offensive line has to do a better job.
Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Looking long. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now, because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now I get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards, if that's your thing.
Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play. And here they come again. Makes the catch. It's Durham. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop you.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davidson. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Scanning the field. It's Denson. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Complete out of the backfield. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Timeout is called by the defense. A mere 21 seconds to go here. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Looking downfield on 1st down. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game. And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience. The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want them to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That's going to